Welcome to the Antique Roadhouse. Welcome to the Antiques Roadhouse from the rough and tumble Double Deuce bar in the town of Jasper, Missouri. The cooler, or as the common folk would call him, the bouncer, is a man named Dalton, and he knows a thing or two about fragile glass and breakables.
I've broken bottles over at least 200 guys' heads, and they all deserved it, but I was always really nice about it.
Dalton and I have invited the locals to bring us their antiques and collectibles for a little viewing and appraisal of their precious wares. But enough talk. Let's see some antiques.
My mother found this vase in an attic when she bought a house in New England. The previous owner had been a collector of vases from all over the world until she died with no heirs, leaving my mother the sole inheritor of the collection. We've traced this particular piece back to 13th century France. As you can see, it depicts a great battle between the French and the Moors. The neat thing about it is there's no written record of the French and the Moors ever at war during this time, so this was the only historical record of any such event.
It's absolutely stunning. The inlays are particularly lovely, and as you can see here, this pattern is indicative that the artist was none other than Jacques Morelli, who is easily the highest sought-after middle-aged artist from France. You can also see the crest right here showing that the king depicted is King Philip II, which firmly places this vase in the 13th century.
Yes, and the strange thing about it is if you look here, you will see someone has put a baby in the corner.
Ah, dear God! Philip II is sticking out of my eyeball!
Goodness me, Dalton. Why on earth did you just do that?
Oh, I think you know why.
Let's move on to someone else.
Hi, I am definitely not the same guy you just heard from. I've brought this. It's my grandfather's Stradivarius. He bought it at an auction in 1934 for the price of $200,000. The last one that is similar sold at auction in 2011 for $15.6 million.
Well, I should say that this is quite the most expensive item I've ever seen. I'm astonished. Please, set it down gently right here. No, Dalton, don't touch it.
Oh God, it hurts! It hurts!
Pain don't hurt.
Why did you do that this time?
He called me a cocksucker. He should be thanking me. I could have gone for a throat rip.
That was not necessary.
Opinions vary.
We only have time for one more. Let's visit with this man who clearly isn't the other two guys, and look at his 1912 Louisville Slugger baseball bat.
You know, I think I'm good.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness! We are back again! It's Friday and we're gonna watch a movie and then talk about it, and this time it's Roadhouse with one Patrick Swayze and Jeff Healey.
Swayze.
Don't forget about Jeff Healey.
Jeff Healey, we'll hear about him later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got for you. How are you guys, Sam and Jackie, who are also the hosts of this show? I am also named Justin.
I'm named Jackie, and I picked this movie because I thought it was badass.
Nice.
I'm Sam, and I'm just here to watch this movie because I think it's badass.
Well, Netflix has thought it's badass as well because it is currently streaming on Netflix. It just started streaming on Netflix at the start of July 2015. So
I'm surprised that
everybody should be able to watch this one.
Netflix didn't start its streaming subscription as you can just watch Roadhouse on the internet. It was the only movie.
That's what the business is called?
The first movie streaming ever was Roadhouse.
And when it arrives in the mailbox, because that doesn't make any sense if it was streaming.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess Roadhouse doesn't make any goddamn sense either, so you reach into your mailbox and expect a streaming movie. Instead, you get your throat ripped out.
Instead, you get your wife's hand. And then Ben Gazarra is just across the street waving at you. And you're like, not again, Ben Gazarra. And you have to call in Dalton to watch a movie about him.
The Cooler. We'll see why he's called the Cooler. That's my number one question about this film is why is he called a cooler instead of just a bouncer? But anyways, let's move on to streaming do's and don'ts. We got a big streaming do's and don'ts for this episode. We've got 4. Sam has only seen one of these, as is tradition. But I'm going to start it off with a movie that Jackie and I just finished up today called Deep in the Darkness, a 2014 horror movie starring Dean Stockwell.
Was he really the star?
He's the only guy in it that I could like have somebody be related. There's a black guy in it.
Yeah, this was a direct ripoff of The Wicker Man.
I don't know if it's a direct ripoff, but it is The Wicker Man without Nicolas Cage.
Huh.
It's stupid.
Not like The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage. That certainly isn't stupid.
Here's the problem with Deep in the Darkness is that it's all of the tropes of like modern day horror movies where like the somebody's in on it and there's spooky creatures and they've got glow in the dark eyes, but you can't really tell what they are, and you're just supposed to be scared by it because of these post-production effects that happen in it. But then like the idea behind what is going on screen is not scary. I will give you a hint on what this movie is about. Actually, it's not a hint, it's what this movie's about. Cave people.
Well, that's exciting.
Cavemen.
What's better than bees?
It's slightly better than bees. Now, the cavemen have no special powers or, like...
They're cannibals.
They're cannibals, sure, but they're just people that live in caves. Shoot them! Just get a gun and shoot... Oh, they're attacking my family. Maybe try defending your family. Instead of, like, just being scared all the goddamn time because there's glow-in-the-dark... It's stupid. It is so dumb, and it doesn't have Nick Cage in it.
So they should have been more proactive, like the 13th Warrior.
Yeah.
Bring in Antonio Banderas and go, they think they are bears. We must go into their caves. He doesn't say that we must go into their caves. It was actually the other guy that figured that out.
It's funny how Antonio Banderas is the exact same
as
voice
Christopher Lambert. They're both too sexy.
I care too much about taking my shirt off.
Yes, he does.
I am going to give Deep in the Darkness a do, believe it or not. Jackie and I had a really good time riffing this movie.
I really liked this movie, too. I'm going to give it a do.
Yeah, it was really dumb. It really, like, the script is just so bad.
And the cavemen are so funny.
They are funny. They're kind of funny, but you're supposed to be scared of them. But they don't do anything. Just punch them. I got so frustrated because it's just like, just punch the caveman. They'll fuck off. Or maybe some nerve gas. Or anything. They live in a goddamn cave.
Throw a chicken leg at them and see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll just get distracted and eat the chicken leg.
Yeah, if you want to see...
you can run them through with a broomstick.
Or a boomstick. Speaking of, let's... I'm just going to go ahead and break on streaming do's and don'ts. Today, the trailer dropped for Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Huh.
I am apparently the only one that saw the trailer.
I saw it. I think it looks great.
I went to work today. I didn't get to see anything cool.
It is a 10-episode TV show premiering on the Starz Network on Halloween. And they have nailed it. This is not scary Evil Dead remake shit.
Which was not...
This is Ash kicking ass.
There was a point during the Evil Dead remake that I was like, oh, this is almost... And then I was like, no, this sucks.
No, this is a scary movie. This is a stupid teenager scary movie. Oh, hey, look, it's Bruce Campbell. Oh, and now he's gone. This is Bruce Campbell as Ash. Chainsaws, shotguns, boomsticks. How about some hot chocolate?
Yeah.
All sorts of fun shit doing Bruce Campbell type stuff, but he's now 30 years later after the events of Army of Darkness. I don't know if he works at S-Mart.
S-Mart. He's probably the manager of S-Mart. I would hope that he's the manager of S-Mart.
Yeah, at least. But he lives in a trailer, so I don't know. But
you
it looks
would
awesome.
probably live in the same trailer if you were the manager at S-Mart. I don't know. I think if you're the manager at S-Mart, you probably pull down $50 a year. And you could choose to live in that trailer so that, one day you quit being the manager at S-Mart and you live in Florida, sipping Mai Tais, arguing with a seagull.
Slapping buns.
No, you can't do that.
Well, old lady buns.
Any of the buns are now really, you're just setting yourself up.
Yeah, I guess not. Old lady buns are off limits, huh?
Yeah,
if you're
I don't know.
retiree.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
dude, when I get
Rancho-
old, I hope somebody wants to slap my buns.
Yeah, where is the breaking point where
I'm just
sexual
gonna have
harassment becomes welcome?
If I'm dead and...
With a t-shirt on that says, please slap my buns.
If I'm
Oh,
dead
boy.
and my wife lives at Rancho Cucamonga in Florida, somebody out there slap her buns, please. Just make her feel
boy.
good.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
moving on. Be sure to watch that trailer because it's crazy balls. Congo from 1995.
This should have been we should have done an episode on this shit.
This
It's
will probably be
terrible.
a future episode of Stinker Madness.
We just kicked it down the road for 2 years, but in 2 years we'll be doing Congo because it stinks.
It's so damn and awesome. Totally
think-
awesome throughout the entire thing.
The movie is so bad that you don't even notice that what is his name? The guy?
The doofy looking dude?
No,
Tim Curry.
Jodan Baker.
Oh, Tim Curry and
Tim Curry's-
Jodan Baker.
So everybody, and the thing is that everybody is doing a fine job doing what they're told. It's like great acting, but they've been told to do
I don't know,
the worst.
Jodan stinks pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing exactly what has been asked of him perfectly. He's just been asked to do something that is stupid. Ernie Hudson, you're English now, Ernie Hudson.
God damn it.
And he does as well as he can with it.
I don't know, man.
Tim Curry does as well as he can with Transylvanian Treasure Hunter. And Jodan Baker is told to just go,
I'm pissed off at everything.
he doesn't even speak English. He just goes,
That's called bacon talk.
It's
what?
bacon talk, yeah.
That's when you eat too much bacon and your
she's got it
jowls
right.
are talking for you.
Bacon talk.
Jodan bacon talk.
I thought bacon talk was when you were at, a bacon, like at a food counter and you asked for extra bacon and you said, you could just give me some extra bacon and I wouldn't tell anyone about that. I wouldn't trouble the authorities. That's my bacon talk.
Oh, does it work?
No, it doesn't. I could just go back there for you and get the bacon. Save you the trouble.
That's really dumb.
The worst part is I didn't even make up that joke.
It's an inside joke that's become an outside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke that's become an outside joke from hopefully at some point guest host Josh.
Well, if you want to see a lady kill a bunch of endangered species with a laser, watch Congo. And I'm going to give it a total do.
Oh, Congo is electric shit on fire.
Yeah. Jackie?
No.
What?
You fell asleep through Congo.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
right,
I fell asleep. I was
so
I
you don't
hated
even
it.
get a vote. You don't even get a vote. Donner Pass was the next one. This was a cabin in the woods scenario, which with a spin on it.
It's the ghosts of the cannibalized Donner people.
They just lived forever. They ate people, and then they get to live forever. And now whoever comes into Donner Pass gets to get eaten.
Sort of like, what was Ravenous?
Yeah, kind of like Ravenous.
But Ravenous is awesome because you can't really figure out whether or not it works because they all kill each other too quick. I really like that movie a lot.
He was licking me!
I do not like Donner Pass at all.
No.
It was shit. Total shit. Do not watch Donner Pass. I don't even want to talk about it. I will Donner Pass on speaking of it. Leprechaun 2!
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Leprechaun 2.
It sucks.
Was it as bad as Leprechaun 1 or worse?
I think it might have been slightly better.
I thought it was better. I thought the storyline was a little funnier.
Barely better. He's still annoying as shit. You just want to kick him.
But he's now trying to find a wife.
Which seems early in the... Like, my first comment was, oh my god, he's trying to find a wife in this one? Usually the bride of X monster
That's
horror
like
movie,
number 4.
he's usually number 4. Number
Chucky
2,
4.
I thought it was a little early for the
Yeah.
leprechaun to be looking for love, but, he's a horny little fucker, so whatever.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Well, he was in that
Like
crate.
Ireland.
He was in that crate for whatever. How long from the
Like,
first one?
2,000 years or some shit.
I don't know. It was a
No,
long
like 20
time.
years.
Oh. Okay.
It was long
Oh,
enough
yeah, it was
that
20
you
years.
got a case of the itch.
The itch to bone?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
apparently...
where's my gold? And once I get it, hookers.
Spoiler alert, he was already married when he got put in that box. She sneezes once, she sneezes twice, she sneezes thrice. She's mine. All a woman has to do, he has to see a woman sneeze 3 times and he's married to her. That's how it works.
Yeah,
That's-
and nobody can say, God bless you.
Yep. As long as nobody says God bless you. Gesundheit, maybe okay.
I don't even. That is. Who comes up with that?
I don't know. Probably Warwick Davis himself?
I doubt it. I think he would come up
Probably
with
not.
something better than that.
Probably not. Yeah, it's just,
I think he would.
I hate the Leprechaun movies. I've seen
You've
now
only
2
seen 2 of them and you've had
Oh.
enough.
God damn it. It just makes me feel bad for Warwick Davis because I like Warwick Davis as a person so goddamn much. I'm just like, it's embarrassing because he has to do all this, like, I'm annoying as shit on television.
He's made money on it.
How much? Not that
I think
much.
he's done pretty well on the
I'm sure
Leprechauns.
he makes a lot more off the royalties of Return of the Jedi and Willow than anything else.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess he has done 6 of the goddamn movies, so.
Yeah, screw it, dude.
Oh my
He-
shit.
He's
probably-
entertaining to me. I liked this movie. I'm going to give it a do.
You're going to give Leprechaun 2 a do? I am going to give it a do net.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, loser.
Butthole. I will say, however, I'm going to get through all of them. I don't hate the leprechaun enough that I don't think that there's a gem in there. I think that one of them is going to be a gem, and I am going to find it, and I'm going to tell the world, believe it or not, one of the leprechauns is all right.
I hear Leprechaun in Space is...
Oh,
wait.
shit. A space leprechaun movie?
Maybe it's in the Hood.
In the Hood.
In the Hood's supposed to be something
excuse me,
else.
in Da Hood.
Da Hood.
So, speaking of In the Hood, Jackie bought me a shirt with Mr. Rogers putting on Chuck Taylor's, and it says, "It's all good in the hood."
That sucks, man.
It sucks.
That is going into White Elephant. Actually, listeners, if you would like to win...
Yeah. Please submit to us your Repo the Genetic Opera Stinker Madness memes, and you may win a t-shirt of Mr. Rogers wearing Chuck Taylor's.
You should figure out some revenge scenario where, like, you just come out only wearing the shirt. Sex time. I'll only have sex with you in this shirt.
The whole time, Mr. Rogers is going to be looking at you.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, there's your streaming do's and don'ts. Jackie, go ahead and give us your good neighbors, bad neighbors this week.
Well, gentlemen, all of my good neighbors, bad neighbors are from Patrick Swayze movies.
Oh, okay.
Co-stars of Patrick Swayze.
This will be a nice follow-up to all of Sam's Keanu Reeves movies from last week.
Right.
Which I'm guessing...
Which means you pretty much now have to do Point Break next week.
Yeah, oh no, I really fucking hate that movie. I'm not going to.
It's awesome.
It sucks.
All right, gentlemen, the first neighbor is Chi-Chi
Chi-Chi.
from Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything.
Oh, I'm out. I've never seen that movie.
Yeah. Haven't seen it. I saw...
Crossdressers seem okay to me, so whatever you do
I saw
your basement, you're a good neighbor.
Yeah,
He almost gets his entire group of guys, though, that are stranded in this town pretty much lynched
Oh, that's not a good
That's
thing.
not good.
because
Well-
he's being too flamboyant, and they don't realize that he's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
But does he, like, at the end, sort of, like, get everybody to get on board that diversity is wonderful and all that?
No, they leave the town.
Don't
And-
tell. Have you seen Priscilla and the
Queen of the Desert? That is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, so I've seen that. I haven't seen Tu Wong. I heard that was the main inspiration for Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Yep. Okay, so we're just going to skip that one then. This one I know you guys have probably heard of. Oda Mae Brown from Ghost. That would be Whoopi Goldberg's character. The
Whoopsie?
Whoopsie.
Take Whoopsie Goldberg?
as Oda Mae Brown, the
Never.
psychic.
Look, I am the biggest
Okay.
Star Trek dork that there is, and I would never live next to Guinan. I hate Whoopsie Goldberg that much.
Well,
No, we're not talking about Guinan. We're talking about Oda Mae Brown from
I
Ghost.
understand that, but she looks like Whoopsie Goldberg, and I'm pretty much out on that.
To be honest, let's not take Whoopsie into it. She's a psychic, which is not real.
Right.
So
That is
you have to live
another
next to
thing.
that. And even if she is real, the stigma
She's
is enough
actually
that
not
you're
a
like,
psychic. She's a medium. Mediums talk to the dead. Psychics tell you your future.
yeah, well, I don't want to live next to one.
I don't either. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm getting something. You recently had a death in your family. I'm picking up the letter J. J? Is it M? Fred?
Yeah.
Fred says hi. Fuck yourself.
Yeah, or like you walk through the hall and she's like, "Oh my gosh, your aura is purple," and you respond, "Oh my gosh, your door is open and so is your mouth, and neither one of them should be." And then you just go into your apartment.
By the way, clean up your trash that's in the hallway. I was going to say mow your
That's
yard,
yourself.
but you're going, I guess.
Yeah.
Clean up your
Your trash that's in the hallway, that's you.
It's you.
That's you. Because the hallway wouldn't have any trash in it. You weren't there. You're the trash.
Yeah, no, never, ever. I will never approve Whoopsie or a medium / psychic. Bad neighbor.
Bad.
I'm going good neighbor.
You would.
I would love it. I would invite her over for tea all the time with my other friends. And then she would like start doing her weird shit. And I'd be like, God, she's not even drinking.
So I'm just going to go on a limb and say that everybody in the movie Ghost is a bad neighbor. Because you've got Demi Moore. She's
She's
screwy.
just in there flicking her bean while playing clay.
Yeah. Not a good neighbor. Patrick Swayze. Nope. Guy that is Patrick Swayze's
Actually,
business
no,
partner.
Patrick Swayze's a great neighbor because he's dead as shit.
No, because he learns how to kick a can and hit you in the head when he's a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Total
yeah.
dick move
And
from
you'd be
beyond.
like talking about how shitty Demi Moore is.
And he's just
and
trying
then
to
he's-
save his his wife, and you're like, I'm getting hit in the head with shit. what the fuck?
I'm just bad-mouthing her in a
Yeah.
different room, and he's whacking me. Meanwhile, there's guys murdering her as well, but
Yeah.
because I said something naughty.
And the other guy in the movie is Patrick Swayze's business partner who kills him, who is obviously a bad neighbor because
True.
of the murder thing.
Yeah, pretty much out on that.
All right, and my very last one then.
I would not veto a pick of Ghost in the future, Jackie.
I know, me either. I'm
No,
kind
I'm
of,
just
I'm
saying
kind of
that-
leaning towards it
Yeah, it's we'll talk.
because it's
yeah.
so shitty.
It's so bad.
So my final one for you gentlemen, and I know you'll know who this is for sure. Baby from Dirty
I've never
Dancing.
seen Dirty Dancing.
You know who she is, though.
Yeah, I know.
Jennifer Grey.
Yeah.
I don't like teenagers,
Big beak.
so they can kiss my ass.
She's
Bad
a 16-year-old horny
Uh-huh.
thing that dances.
Super horny.
neighbor. Bad neighbor.
Well, I guess she's no hornier than any other 16-year-old girl if Patrick Swayze's in town.
Bad neighbor.
Yeah,
she
she's
will
a
help you
teenage
carry
girl. Yeah.
watermelons, though,
What's her
and then
name?
crash your party.
Gray? What's
Yeah,
her
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey.
We just said that.
Oh,
Hard.
whatever. She's a bad neighbor.
Yeah, she's 16. We have already established that
Any teenagers are
16
basically bad neighbors.
and horny for older men neighbors are, unless Sam is applying.
This could
for
be
the-
a Sam
No,
neighbor.
No, I don't want to go to jail.
Well, what if you live in Utah?
So you have to be a resident for 2 years, I think, before you can really tap into that sweet ass.
Oh my god!
No, that's what
And
they
just
do down
think,
there.
Sam,
All
if
right,
she
nope,
needs an
you guys
abortion-
asked for it. So here's the deal.
Turn the mics off. We're cutting this shit
Yeah.
down.
So that's the law in Utah. 1, they can have sex with 16-year-olds. 2, it's against the law for you to have sex with their 16-year-olds. That's the way they're running it down there. And I mean, I'm not saying, oh, I'm mad about it. I'm just saying that's how they've got it set up. I don't like it. I don't like it because I can't go there and take advantage. I don't like it because I think the age of consent should be 18.
But just think,
What
though,
about
if you-
Jersey, though?
If you
Jersey?
knocked her up,
Yeah.
though, Sam, you could get free abortions from her dad.
I don't think so. I don't.
Yeah, because he does an abortion in the movie.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Utah, so I think it's legal there.
Speaking of Utah, Johnny Utah from Point Break, you know?
Yeah.
It's not Patrick Swayze. All right, I'm going to say bad neighbor.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever given you a good neighbor. Ever. One time. Every time you come to the table with good neighbor, bad neighbors, they're all shit.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't give Baby a good neighbor because she'd be over there trying to cha-cha-cha on your yard, and you'd be like, I hope you step in dog shit, you stupid bitch. Get off of my yard.
You don't. Yeah. You never.
She'd be using your swimming pool to do that thing where she jumps up above his head, and she'd be like, "Hi, neighbor. I'm just practicing my."
She's like Stacy in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey. Then whap into a car.
Yep.
They're bad
It's not
neighbors.
okay.
It's always these like, okay, a guy, he's got a lot of cats and he makes you fruitcake without any sugar. Good neighbor, bad neighbor. Gee, let me think. Jennifer, yeah, Baby from, yeah, any 16-year-old hot to trot girl as a neighbor is like someone who's physically burning your house with fire. Good neighbor, bad neighbor.
That sweet, sweet insurance money. Sam, tell us about Roadhouse.
Oh, son of
This
a
is the first
bitch.
time that I ever saw Sam Elliott in a movie.
Sam Elliott's in this shit?
Yeah, Sam
Yeah.
Elliott's the
Fuck
mentor.
me.
This is the
You
first
don't-
time I've
oh,
seen a
don't
movie
do
with
any-
Sam Elliott,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, that is a good-looking old man. Yeah.
Because he's
It's
got a
It's his-
broom for a...
Yeah, it was his mustache. That's exactly what I was going to say.
What, you didn't like him in Frogs?
No.
You didn't have a
I-
mustache.
I didn't like me and frogs either.
Because I wasn't in it. Frogs were.
And then he was on the Coors commercials, and I was just sold. A man who pushes beer with a broomstick.
He's been the voice of Beef for like 20 years.
Yeah, he's the voice of everything.
Actually, no, he goes back because was McConaughey doing Beef for a
I
while?
do not think McConaughey was doing
I thought
Beef.
McConaughey did Beef, but Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Sometimes you gotta go to the future to get beef. And in the future, you think about the past and how good beef was back then.
Roadhouse was made in 1988. It isn't that odd that Roadhouse would be the Stinker Madness introduction to Patrick Swayze. It is odd that it has taken this long for the late Mr. Swayze to grace our program with his presence. A considerable amount of time, as he has starred in the following future episodes: Skate Town, USA.
Oh, no.
Steel Dawn.
Oh, no.
Tiger Warsaw. Have you ever seen
Tiger Warsaw?
His name is Tiger Warsaw.
Oh, Jesus.
Tiger Warsaw is probably the one that maybe, like that, of the ones that I think could have been the first, Tiger Warsaw was the one I would have pulled the trigger on.
I haven't even heard of any of
No.
these.
You've heard of Skate Town, USA.
No,
It's the trifecta with Xanadu and Roller Boogie.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. It's got Bayo in it as well. Point Break.
Yes, of course.
Oh, saw that one.
Black Dog.
Black Dog I have not seen.
Have not seen that
That's
one
a
either.
trucker movie, isn't it?
Yes.
Fucking A!
I'm expecting you to pull the trigger on
I
Black
will
Dog.
pull the... Let's skip Roadhouse and just
Yeah.
go straight to the trucker movie.
Also, possible future episodes. Dirty Dancing.
Mm.
Red Dawn.
Mm.
It's not good.
It's not good, but it's got a... No, it sucks.
I don't think that Dirty
It sucks.
Dancing is a bad movie. I love it.
I even have notes expecting booze on Red Dawn and Ghost, but they're both terrible.
Ghost is shit.
Yeah,
Ghost is awful.
shit.
And possibly Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's entertaining.
If we bent the rules, because it was originally a mini-series, he did a version of King Solomon's Mines where he plays Alan Quartermain.
I would like to go to there.
It also, he stars opposite Ellison Duty.
Who is...
Judy.
Ellison Duty, of course, being the hot German bird who turns father and son into Eskimo brothers in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh, Allison Duty.
Allison Duty.
Yes, she is a 13-year-old throbbing hard-on for one Justin Throggard.
Yeah?
Sorry, sweetheart. She was a big deal.
Oh, I thought she was beautiful too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was pretty good looking.
Yeah, she's got flawless skin.
Who's,
It's weird.
Who's better in bed? Dr. Jones or Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones.
Seriously. That question has vexed me since Last Crusade because...
I think that it's probably,
it
like,
seems to be that Sean Connery is.
you know,
It
yeah, well,
seems
here's
to be a
the
tie
deal.
because they're using the same techniques.
No, I think that you.
That's what
That's-
she says in the movie.
That's icky.
That's icky.
I knew
'Cause
that you
what-
were your father's son because you guys use the same techniques.
Ugh.
Techniques.
Yeah, dude.
Go as fast
As you
and
can.
hard as possible for about 3 seconds.
And if she doesn't do any, if she's not liking it, just jam your finger in her butt.
That's how you do it, right?
Yes, that's
Those
what I
are my
would.
techniques.
That's what I would think. Is that Connery, knowing that he hasn't had it for a while, is like, well, I'm not going to be able to pull anything off spectacular here, so I'm just going to do something she doesn't expect. He's just, whoop. He's like, whoa, and she likes it. Winner.
I bet you didn't see that coming, Trebek.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's Trebek? Shut up.
And then he slaps the shit out of her.
Yeah, right.
Because apparently Sean Connery beats his wife.
I didn't know that. That's sad.
It's not funny, but we're
It's not
laughing.
funny.
It's not funny.
He's a total douche.
No, he went on to Oprah. Was it Oprah or was it somebody else?
I was one of those.
It was one of the daytime shows, and he said that you have, and he didn't even call it slapping her. He's like, periodically you have to correct a woman. Correct them. Like
Physically.
they're animals.
Physically correct.
Yes, physically correct them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop pooping on the carpet now.
Anyway, Swayze, God rest his soul, was fathered by Patsy Yvonne Helen, a choreographer, dance instructor, and dancer who is responsible for choreography in such films as Urban Cowboy, Liar's Moon, and Hope Floats. She taught the Swayze how to dance, and in turn allowed him to bring his not-so-tough brand of high kicking to this week's film, Roadhouse. His father, an engineering draftsman named Jesse Wayne Swayze, was the one who taught him the throat rip. It's a conversation piece at engineering parties. That second part wasn't true.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, they were like, "We're going to cast you in this movie, Patrick Swayze, because you actually know the throat rip technique.
Because you're an engineer.
Because your
The
dad
son
was
of
an
an engineer.
engineering draftsman."
Do all engineers know it? That would be my
Oh,
next question.
boy.
Yeah, it's like the Masons.
Yeah,
It's
like
their secret thing. We all know how to do a throat rip.
engineers. You're not an engineer.
He's an engineering draftsman.
I'm an engineer of pain.
Oh my god, that's lame.
Don't hurt.
Which I believe is in between drafter and architect is an engineering draftsman.
There you go.
Oh,
The film is directed by Rowdy Harrington. That's spelled like the fish herring. I'm not sure why.
because
like
this
that
movie
his
is a
name
red herring.
I like it that his name is Rowdy, the
Rowdy.
director, because who else would you want to have direct this film other than a guy named Rowdy?
Yeah, Harrington started as an electrician and worked his way through the ranks. After touring as a gaffer for 2 years, he got into the right ears and debuted the film Jack's Back, starring frequent collaborators James Spader and Cynthia Gibb. He
We
wrote
did Jack's Back on, it was a streaming do's and don't. Jackie and I both
said
thought it was
do.
okay.
Yeah. he wrote and directed Jack's Back and wouldn't return to the typewriter for several years. This film is the beginning of a run of some hot crap that I like that Rowdy Harrington did. The two that follow, Gladiator with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Brian Dennehy. That movie is terrible and fun, as well as Striking Distance with Bruce Willis and Sarah Jessica Parker, where they're in the Coast Guard. That is, I don't know why, but I absolutely loved the movie Striking Distance, and I know it's not good. This film is chock full of dead guys.
Yeah? Got a body count? Or is that a spoiler alert?
It is... No, it's not a body... I do have a body count.
Okay.
The body count of the film is 8. I'm talking about real people that are actually dead that are in this movie.
Oh, hey.
This movie... There's only 8 people get killed in the movie. This movie has dead guys in it. Swayze. The rare and only cinematic appearance of blues legend Jeff Healey, who's dead.
Yeah.
Ben Gazarra is dead.
Yeah.
There are probably more dead guys in here, but, those 3 were the big ones, and I didn't have a lot of time here. But... Oddly, Swayze and Gazarra both died of pancreatic cancer within 3 years of each other.
Huh.
Yeah.
How about that?
Whenever Bill Murray sees this film, he calls Kelly Lynch's husband, Mitch Glazer, to make fun of her and him for marrying her over this movie and the sex scene in it. Every time. And I think, he must watch it once a year and then call his buddy Mitch and be like, yeah, the sex scene's just not good, man. Is that what happens at your house? So you guys play Roadhouse once a week? Keep things fresh? Patrick Swayze was unable to take a role in Predator 2 as he was injured during the making of this film. Instead, they got a guy who could barely walk, Danny Glover.
So he was supposed to be Danny Glover's character?
I think so.
I wonder what would... I wonder...
It wouldn't have been good.
No, Predator 2 is not good as
not
it is.
Not good as it is. Predator 2 is especially not good.
Yeah.
Predator 2 is a lot of fun, not good.
Oh.
Predator, I'm going to eventually, when the well starts to dry out, Predator 2 is going to come up. Roadhouse failed to win any of its 5 Razzie nominations.
Yes, that is true.
So it was a loser twice.
5 times. Wait, what?
Because it didn't win any good awards, and it didn't win any bad awards.
5 times and not Razzie. I'm the first person to sing tonight, just so you know.
Oh my god.
No,
won.
I did the Roadhouse theme song.
Son of a bitch. That's not even the Roadhouse theme song. Whatever. We know how I like to make NFL connections. Here's a fun NFL connection. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Andy Dalton, who's currently nicknamed himself the Red Rifle, had formerly nicknamed himself Roadhouse in conjunction with this film, due to Dalton being the lead character.
Uh-huh.
That guy is a huge tool.
Yeah, he sucks.
Keep an eye out for Sam Elliott, Marshall Artigue, Red West, who was friends with Elvis, of course, John Doe, Terry Funk, and Kathleen Wilhoit.
There's actually a person named John Doe.
Yeah, you'll recognize John Doe when you see him.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. The movie is Roadhouse. It's currently streaming on Netflix. Make sure to check it out. And then come back on Monday and listen to all of our thoughts and comments and hijinks that we will have about such movie.
Because we're going to the Roadhouse.
It's not any of those songs that are in this movie.
When I went to the Roadhouse, I got myself a
beer.
Get to the chopper. Thank you for listening to Stinker Madness. If this is your first time, we hope you enjoyed it and will come back to listen more. But now, we'd like to ask all of our listeners for a small favor. We aren't ranking as high as we'd like, and we need your help. Would you please take just a couple of minutes to rate and review us on your preferred listening platform, be it iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever else you can. It takes many hours each week to bring you this show, and just a couple seconds of your time is a huge help for us. And for those of you that have already done this, we say thank you.
Yes, and the strange thing about it is, if you look here, you will see someone has put a baby in the corner. I can't do it. That was so close.
It's my fault. It's so stupid.
It's a great joke. Okay, I gotta try it again. Yes, and the strange thing about it is, if you look here, you'll see someone has put a... I would have been fine if you wouldn't have lost your shit the first time. Because I didn't even realize what I was reading over until you started laughing. I was like, oh, that's a good joke.